I should be back now. And it should be in a slightly higher quality. It should be in 720p now. And I've lowered the bitrate because I'm doing quite literally nothing. So it should be a little crisper for you. You should be able to actually read the writing. And yeah, cool. Where were we? Currently looking for McBang. They're traveling together. I have my notes here, and I'm going to read them out. So, what I've got for this chapter is the day after the previous chapter. Well, not obviously. It's the day after the previous chapter. So sometimes chapters will skip days, or they'll start directly after when the last chapter ended, in the case of an action scene. Ariel seems to have returned to her normal self. So what I mean by that is she got pretty grumpy in the last... I say grumpy. She got angry in the last chapter. Gave Torvus the silent treatment for a while. And then snapped at him. So Ariel's returned to her normal self. Avoiding the awkwardness of the previous day, they both decide, after a heated argument, or a slightly heated argument, it's not quite a flame war, but a slightly heated argument, that it would be a good idea to rest up in Carlisle for another day. That's where they're currently staying, before returning to the hunt. Torvus had been pushing himself hard. Ariel hadn't had a proper rest since her fight with McBang. That's the thing that happened earlier. And she couldn't sleep the night that she had that fight, which is why she hadn't rested. And the horses deserve some time without their saddles. Torvus claims that it's only going to give McBang a bigger lead, but Ariel insists that if they push themselves too hard and collapse, he will go beyond their reach. Torvus and Ariel take the opportunity to continue their weapons practice, hone all their blades, and resupply at the town markets. So, this is a bit of a lull chapter, but I guess it's a place for me to introduce dynamic between the characters. So where are we going to start with this? I need to actually read the previous chapter's ending. Alright, so we're going to have them wake up. There's going to be a lot of probably silent moments. These are going to be chill streams, these Wednesday streams. So I'm not going to do a hell of a lot of talking all the time, because it's difficult to concentrate on that. What do we want to do? Oh! There we go. Okay, I was just grabbing my Torvus booklet with all my extra information. I have a map in there and etc, but I don't need that this chapter. I'm just going to grab... I just have it just in case I need it. Okay. Yeah, I already I misspelled the second word in the stream. Let that sink in. Just how bad I am at being good. I'm bad at being good. I'm bad and I should feel bad. Now I'm salty because I'm faulty. And I'm so professional, I'll get that off the floor. Where should I put it? You know, I'll just put it back on the floor, except right next to me and not upside down. That's probably a better place to put it. Alright. By the way, I will address the face cam really quickly. I just remembered. The reason I have the face cam is because if I do, well, anything, in terms of player movements or anytime I come up with some new way of moving, by which I mean, for example, a fight, I test it. So I will actually get up and test it, because if it's not a feasible way to actually move as a human being, I need to change it. Everything in my book, everything in Torvus here has been tested. All the fights, although I've taken some creative liberty with a lot of the things, everything has been tested to make sure it is actually within human limits. So all the movements should be totally possible. Some of them aren't practical, but they should. I mean, they should work. An example is, I know in one of my fights, I used a roll as a form of not dodging, but just a form of moving, and that's totally impractical. You'd never do that in a real fight. You get sliced up. It's too slow. People see it coming. It's not something you should ever do. But I've taken some creative liberty in this case and let Torvus roll once because I could, and because basically it's badass. that's about it. I do research almost every element of the book. I researched breakfast. I researched whether or not people had breakfast in medieval times, and well, you know, they didn't. It was actually considered a sin to break fast, and so the large majority of people, or almost everyone, didn't eat breakfast. I searched it up because I have a breakfast thing. In fact, it's in the chapter prior to this, which is horribly written. Yeah, I really hate this chapter at the moment. But right here, most inns or taverns didn't break fast at all, as it was not considered an important meal. It was also, to Torvus's distaste, widely believed to be a sin, and therefore the majority of the population refused to eat in the morning. And just to put down all, I don't know, concerns about what I said in that particular thing, Torvus doesn't. The reason Torvus is distasteful of this convention is not because it's a religious sin, it's because he likes breakfast. That's exactly why he's distasteful of the whole situation. So that's just another short, small disclaimer. Another quick note. I am probably going to write like absolute shit doing these streams, but that's not the point. I got some advice recently from someone who said that, someone I hold a lot of respect for, in fact, that said, don't ever not write because you're afraid of writing badly. It's much easier to edit or to polish a bad page than to write a new page. And I totally agree, and I figure that if I just write something that's absolutely shit, I can come back later and polish it up and keep polishing it up until I'm happy with it. I even my best chapters I can still polish. Some of them I don't even like anymore. Some of the ones that I used to absolutely love, I don't like anymore. um, my favorite, in fact, my favorite chap. I can't scroll down here because there's no actual scroll bar yet. But yeah, you can't see it. It's behind the face cam. 51. Chapter 51, the second last chapter in my book, or what I have planned to be the second last chapter, that may well change, is my favourite chapter so far. It's also one of the chapters that has some serious disturbing scenes for some people. So, there's that to look forward to, I guess. So yeah, basically what that whole thing was saying was I'm gonna write probably really shit for this for all these streams. I might do editing on stream as well. If I finish a chapter on stream, I might come back the next stream and edit it, or I might not bother. I might just keep writing. But everything I write from scratch on here is a first draft, and there will be many more drafts. There's already been probably about 100 drafts of different chapters. There's only 6 maybe finished chapters, and I call that as in finished, as in first draft finished. As in the plot is laid out, the plot of the chapter. And as I said, hundreds of drafts have been done. Not on each, but on all of those combined, probably. At least 100. And I've decided that I'm not going to do much more editing, because it's stopping me from actually writing. And the reason I brought all that up, by the way, is because what I've just written here, I'm already not happy with it. But it's something, and I'm just going to keep writing, I'm just going to leave it there, and I'm going to come back and edit that later in a way that I actually like it. So, I need to move in here because I'm not comfortable. Oops. Let me just real quickly check the document here. Yep, okay. Sometimes I will use the thesaurus over here. Actually, I use it quite a lot. I find it rarely teaches me a new word, but it reminds me of words that I want to use, and that's why I use it. I guess I could use peace, tranquility. Yeah, I like that. Whoops, there we go. So I'm already going back and editing things. I guess dread is probably the best word. I guess dread's probably the best word. Styrka, if you can't gather from that sentence, is Torvus's horse. Yes. So Styrka. It's a I think it's a Swedish word. I need to ask someone who's actually Swedish, but I think it's a Swedish word, and I think it means iron. Let me just go check that in the information document, because it's been a while since I've actually read Styrka's overview. It means strength, that's what it means. Styrka in Swedish, I think, means strength. And if it means like anus, then I will be extremely upset because I love the word styrka. Funnily enough, I think it was striker when you changed the R and the Y around that apparently meant iron. I don't believe that, but I also hate the way striker sounds. I think it's a really bogan name for a horse. Striker. reads a bit slowly. Also, have I... Is that really double L? That doesn't seem right to me. That does not seem right to me. I guess it is though. That's not a word that would be spelled differently in American. I didn't get myself a drink, that was a mistake. No, it seems to read pretty well. We're only 3 paragraphs in, so... Let me just real quickly check again. Oops. Just to give you an idea, I have 25,300 words total, by the way, in this document. Obviously that includes the chapter titles and the table of contents that I have at the start. But yeah, 25,300 words so far. I'm actually going to take a break right here because I need to go get a drink. But I will be back in about 5 minutes at most. I'm going to quickly switch scenes so you won't see me while I'm gone. But yeah, I'll see you soon. drink, and I am ready to go. Ready to go again, I should say. Here we are. Let me get out of iTunes. Alright. Got my my coconut water in a WD-40 stubby holder. I find that hilarious. I don't know why. It's not the combination that I find hilarious. I find the WD-40 stubby holder hilarious. It says on the back, directions to maintain optimum operating performance, keep well lubricated. Yep, that's what it says right there. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, back to writing. Actually, I've just had an idea. So this here is my my Torvus sort of folder. This is where I keep all of my printed copies of Torvus, and all of which I have given out to people to edit and look at. Let me just get my headphone cord out of the way. But I have this. This is a map of England, and this is a fief or a fief map of England. There are 38 fiefs, and that, I don't know how well you can see it, but that is the map. And over on the side here, I have listed all the names. So we have, whoops, it's so difficult. So hang on. So number 2 there, right there. Number 2 is Kungingberg. Then we have number 7, which is this island right here. That is Fluatonga Island. Then we have number 13 right there. If you can, it's so difficult. Number 13, that is Taraki. Number 14 is Alathorn. Number 15 is Latorum. Number 18, yep, that's number 18, is Arden. 19 is Sumbersmith. 27 over here. I'm sorry if you can't see this because I'm kind of concentrating on both. 27, that is Promontorium. And then 33 down here is Hendux. And they're all the ones that I've named. They're all the fiefs that I've named. And about half of those have actually popped up in the book so far. But they're the really important fiefs because they're the ones that I've actually named during my my planning. And then we have this, which is just a straight up location map. We have Kungingberg Castle is that top dot. Then Watson's Ford, Springwood, Port Vallis, which is the first place you see or you hear about in the book, and then Plunkston. And then that island at the bottom there that's circled is Hume Island. And so there's a map of the fictional England that I've created, or those are maps of the fictional England. I've got some really old versions of Torvus in here as well. Damn, the writing was horrible in some of these. this is quite funny actually. Reading reading back through that's one of, oh my god, it's so difficult. That is one of the old chapters that I printed out and gave to, I think this was given to my old English teacher, in fact. And he's put some notes down the sides. As you can see, there's one there and there's a couple here. And that's pretty funny. This is much better, Oscar. It eases along nicely. Corrected a mistake that I'd made. Great! You've got better reaction. Yes. Yes, I have indeed gotten much better reaction since writing these. And there's a short story that I did for English in year 11, I think. But I'm not going to show you that. It's part of Torvus. I just, basically, doing English in year 11, I just wrote chapters of Torvus for my creative writing exams. It worked out pretty well. For both me and my mark. But let's get back into this. This is very loud for me at the moment. Alright, let's leave that there. As much as I love the jazz, it was very loud. This wasn't helping me think. And sorry for taking all the drinks, but I have to. Also, you might see occasionally asterisks will pop up on my document. That's because asterisk is my mic mute key, and I mute my mic before flipping it up in case there's a sound, because you might hear a sound. You might hear a sound there when it reached about that point right there. That's the very top of its. It has a hard mute. So once it goes past that point, it clicks and it mutes. But I think there might be a sound that you hear when I do that, so I mute it via OBS first. Yeah. Alright. I've actually forgotten the name of the town. Wangi first road up to, in fact. Can I purge my chat? That'd be great. Because this, on OBS, this thing's annoying me. Clear my chat. Oh, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Didn't think it would, because it's not going through me. Oh well. Too bad. You're gonna have to stick with this chat box here. It's annoying me. The fact that it's only Cobot talking at the moment, it's annoying me. But not much I can do about it on the fly here. Hmm. just really quickly... Well, start a save. And then switch to that scene. Alright. Alright, you know what? I think that that's going to do it, actually, for this stream, because this is making me really tired. And I will also say that another great, well, I assume great, I haven't actually tested this yet, but it sounded pretty reasonable to me. Piece of advice that I saw was that if you stop in the middle of a sentence whilst writing, it's much easier to come back and pick it up the next day, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Stop in the middle of a sentence and I will pick that up. Probably tomorrow I'll continue it, not on stream, but I'll continue it myself. And then maybe next stream we'll come back and either finish the chapter or edit it or start a new chapter, so... I think that's gone well though. I'm going to save this 100,000 times and then I'm going to exit. But thank you guys very much for being here. If anyone is here, let me just check. Alright. Go raid Icy Flames if he's... Or if there is anyone still here, go raid Icy Flames. But thank you guys very much for being here. I will see you tomorrow with a chill stream. No, tomorrow with a Rocket League stream. Tomorrow is a Rocket League stream, so I'll spend a good hour and a half just playing Rocket League tomorrow. Anyway, see you later.